Hello and welcome along, and this is the first video. It's an introduction to when we're going to be doing a series of videos on modifying our DualSense controllers. Okay, so I've got coming up some videos to modify all of these bits on the controller. So the decorative plate, thumbsticks, got all the buttons and the triggers and the touchpad, and at some point we're going to be doing the shells as well. And what I've learned with on the past videos where we've modded controllers, and certainly the Joy-Cons, it is quite difficult there, but I've got a few tips here to make it easier for you. Okay, so as we're going to start off, with the decorative plate and the thumbstick shut. You don't really need much more that comes with the bag. It's more of when you start doing the touch plate, and certainly when you do the triggers as well, because I've done this a couple of times and I've got my brand new set in here ready to go. It does become a little bit tricky, but I've got a couple of tips for you. So what are you going to need? You get everything in the bag, so you get your screwdriver and you get your prying tool, which is good enough. But if you want to take it up a step, get this screwdriver. I think this is fantastic. I'll leave a link below where you can get hold of this. This came with my Joy-Con shells replacements from ExtremeRate. But if you go and have a look in Amazon, you can pick these up for a few pounds or a few dollars. I think this is excellent, so I'll be using this one. And also similarly, a pair of tweezers as well. We'll be taking out some ribbon cables, and you can do it with your fingers. It's just easier if you're using it with these tweezers. So that's extras to get. You will also need, for this, when you're doing the touch plate, you'll need a heat gun, or as I've got, a hairdryer. You're going to need a blast for that. So if you're going to be doing that, make sure you've got a hairdryer handy at some point. And also this here, front and center, is a thing. I've been working on this and I've been thinking of a way to make it easy, and I think I found a way. Okay, so what we're going to do is, when we replace all the bits and bobs, you're going to have to take some screws out of here for these two lots, and you're going to need to keep track of that. And this is where this comes in. So this is magnetic. So if I get this is pretty heavy, stick it on there, it's not going to come off. Okay, so I mean it will if I give it a good whack, but you know the screws are going to stick onto here. So the idea is, it comes with an included pen, and we're going to be calling this number 1, it's number 2, 3, 4, and we'll go along through all the steps. You do one at a time. And what you're going to do is, every time you need to remember what a screw is, we're going to take, let's say for example, we're going to take a screw out of here first, out of here, and that's going to be screw number 1. You're going to get your phone, you're going to get the camera, and you're going to take a photo of it, and if you want to be creative, point to where the screw is, take a photo of it, and that photo will be number 1. Okay, then when you've taken the screw out, stick the screw here, and we know the screw there is for number 1, and that's going to be the first photo on your camera roll. Then we're going to take another bit out. Let's say we take that middle bit out, we're going to take a picture of it there. Let's get it creative and point to it with a pen. And we know that is going to be number 2. So let's say we took 2 screws out of there. So we're going to put the 2 screws there, and that's going to be photo number 2. And then again, for the third step, for example, let's say we took out 3 screws from underneath the touchpad. You would just take a photo. You've taken your screws out, you put them there, label it number 3. Then what you do is, once you're putting it all back together again, you go through your photos. So this was the first one I took, and we know that that screw is going to go there. So we go, oh, okay, I know it's going to go there. And all we do is, once you've done that bit, you flick over and you go, oh, okay, so that one is going to go there. So we know that screw is going to go in there. And then all the way through to your first picture, number 1, we remember, oh yes, that screw, that's got to go in there. So we don't lose track of where the screws go. It's a way of doing this that I've designed myself, and I think it works really well, and it's helped me out hugely on doing this, because this will be the 3rd time that I've done this. The first time I did it blind, it was really hard. Second time I decided to do this, it was brilliant. Third time I flew through it. Okay, so there's some tips for you. And also, when you are looking at all the videos in the playlist, make sure they are on 1080, just because there's a few little extra screws in there. They're a little bit small, that it's worth getting that extra quality, if you can, to be able to see it. If you can't bump it up, it's okay. But if you can, get it onto 1080, because you'll be able to see those screws a little bit better. Okay, so there's my tips. There's everything you need to get. Go and have a look in the playlist for all the different bits on which you can change on your DualSense. Good luck. Let us know if you've got any questions and I'll try and help you out as best as I can. Okay, good luck and crack on.